Awesome, thanks. You're supposed to tell me that before. Okay, girls, we're gonna start. Remember, our B day is gonna be looks kind of different, so that's what we're doing today. Let's do a few of our cards here. Remember, this is our newest learning from yesterday. Mouse, ow.
Cow, ow.
Nice.
Coin, oi. Boy, oi. Saucer, aw. Tray, a. Bird, thumb. Mother, turtle, whistle.
And we'll stop right there. Okay. Good. I really like how you did those diphthongs at the beginning. So now let's do a little bit of our instant words. So,
Around. Show. Small.
Good.
Want. 3. Came. From.
Look at it.
Form.
Form. Got to really pay attention to the O-R or R-O. Form. Good.
Follow.
Whoops.
Also. Set.
Excellent job. Okay. Miss Savannah, let's have you. I'm going to take our rate packet right here. So go ahead and let's move this right here. I'm going to grab that crayon. Perfect. Okay. Do you want me to read these for you?
Yes.
Okay. So remember, we have bong, king, gong, ping, gang, thing, song, hang, bring, flung. Okay? So whenever you are ready. Okay.
Bong, king, gong, ping, gang, gang, gong, ping, king, gong, gong, bong, ping, gang, king, ping, gang, bong, king, gong, bing, song, hang, bring, flung, song, bring, thing, flung, hang, hang, flung,
Stop.
bring.
Very good. We haven't done that in a really long time, so you did a nice job. Okay, so that's going to be 40, 60, 66. Okay, we're going to do one more page. So remember, these are going to have the N before the K, so is that unk? Yeah. Okay, so think, sunk, bank, wink, pink, hank, trunk, prank, think, skunk. Alright, whenever you're ready.
Fink, skunk, bank, wink, pink, pink, fink, wink, sunk, bank, bank, fink, wink, sunk, wink, pink, fink, sunk, bank, hank, trunk, prank, fank, skunk, trunk, bank, hank, skunk, prank, prank, skunk, thank, trunk.
It's hard to get those words out sometimes. Nice job. Okay, that was 68. Okay, we'll stop right there. I love these. There you go, ma'am. Nice job. Okay. Let me grab our points for bringing our folders to the girls. Thank you. Savannah, thank you for doing that. All right. I like how everybody was doing a great job showing LOP there. Okay, so we're going to do, go ahead and kind of put your binder to the side. And you're going to need your marker and your eraser. I'm writing on the table today.
Yay.
Remember our spelling procedures? You just, yeah, go on the ground. we have to look and listen. Echo. Name and write the letter. You are correct. Okay. Move this out of the way because you don't need it. First one is going to be, these are going to help us with our spelling that we're about to do. Okay? Ow. Echo.
Ow.
O-W.
That's final
A-W.
position. No, that's final position. Remember, what's mouse?
O-U.
O-U first. Final position. O-W. Remember, because we do not end English words with the letter U. So go ahead and make sure, write our U first next time, okay? O-U, final position, O-W.
I heard O-W and then I
If
was like, if we
I
could.
heard O-W, then I wrote it.
Okay, what about this
It would
one?
be silly.
Oi.
Oi.
You gotta love how you echo that.
O-I.
O-I.
Final position.
Nice.
O-I.
What is our key word for O-I?
Toy. Boy.
That's O-Y, yeah. Which one's the O-I? Coin, right? Coin and boy. Good. Now what do we call these two things? We learned that new word.
Diphthong.
What does a diphthong mean? It's two
Vowels
vowels,
making
right?
the
They're
same
right,
sound.
they're right next to each other, and your mouth is gliding from
Ow.
one to the next. So you almost hear two sounds. Ow.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
And this is our, remember, our fun new sound picture. Okay.
It's a party picture.
What about, let's do k.
K, comma, C, final position, C, K, comma, K. Done.
Remember, when we hear k at the beginning of a word, followed by A, O, U, or consonant, we spell it with a C. If we hear it after or before an E, I, or Y, we use a K. We use the digraph CK at the end of a word after what? A short vowel. Nice job. And the K is after either two vowels or a consonant. Okay? Awesome. Let's do one more. Ch.
C-H, final position, T-C-H, comma, C-H.
Good job. I know it's hard not to do a K instead of an H. T-C-H. Remember, this is almost exactly like this one up here. When do we use TCH?
After a short vowel.
just like CK. And we use digraph CH at the end after a consonant or what? Two vowels. Okay? Okay, go ahead and get ready to spell some words.
Yay! I love these.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to write the word?
Yep.
Yes!
Okay.
Spelling bee.
So here is our things you need to know though. So eyes up here so we can look. If we have in the initial or medial position, 0, and you hear ow, we're going to spell that
O-U.
O-U.
Like mouth.
If you hear in the final position the ow, meaning nothing else is after it, right? You're
Ow.
going to use O-W.
O-W.
Like cow.
Mhm. If you have two vowels and then final position ch, we're going to spell CH.
CH.
And if you hear the k followed by A, O, U, or a consonant, we use the letter
C.
C. Nice job. All right, let's go. First one, the word is foul. Echo. Foul. Ow. So ow and then ol. Good. So do you hear that ow in the initial, medial, or final position? so she decided, and look at your, there you go, your F. We want to make sure that top loop is a loop too. The F is one of the hardest ones. So did we use a OU or W?
OU.
Why OU?
Because
Jasmine?
Because it's not, W is not supposed to be at the middle. It's
Okay.
supposed to be at the,
It is because this is in the medial
Yeah.
position. You're so right. And how do we code this? Remember, we put an arc
Smiley.
underneath it.
smiley.
Yes. It does look like he's winking or something. Good job. Next word.
It's a happy vowel.
Let's
The
do.
vowels are on the honeymoon.
Let's do brow. Echo. Brow. Ow. You gonna go take care of it, Jasmine?
Yes.
Thanks. Ow. So let's see what we do. Think about where did you find that ow? Like your eyebrow.
What do you do again?
So this is what your brain needs to be doing when you're writing something in class and you're trying to figure out, oh, ow, is it in the final position? Is it the initial or medial position?
When you said I was about to say, are you okay?
I hurt myself. I did hurt myself earlier. I hit my knee really hard.
I hurt myself yesterday.
I know, I saw. What do we end it in, friends? What?
W.
Why?
Because it's in the final
It's
position.
the final position. Brow. All right, and last word.
Aw, can we do one more?
Ground. Echo.
Ground.
Ground. Finger spell it.
Ow.
D. Make sure you get all of those consonants in there. There's sure a lot of them. G. Now go back when you have written it to check. Do you have every single sound? G. D. See, that is how you can check your mistakes. I've seen so many friends maybe leave out the N or something, and
Growled.
and it says growled, and they wouldn't know if they don't go back and check. It doesn't take very long to check it, does it? Nope, sure doesn't. Nice job. Okay, I'm gonna have you write one sentence. What does a sentence start with?
Capital letter.
Ends with?
Punctuation.
Very nice job.
Punctuation.
Here is your little reminder of that, so please make sure that yours will be a capital. Okay, here we go. The sentence is, get ready to echo after me, it looks like a cow.
It looks like a cow.
Any problems with that? It looks like a cow.
It looks
Here's
like
your-
a cow.
Here's your capital I, if you need it.
Okay. So.
I see some people doing finger spaces, making sure they have enough space. Ooh, looks. Think about. And then to make it good. Digraph. Oh, I like that. It looks like a cow. Oh, we don't need an apostrophe. That would be if it's you're showing ownership, like, but you're just making that just an S.
It looks like a cow.
Good, Judy. Ready? Now look.
It looks like a
There we go.
So read it to me.
It looks like a cow.
So is that, does it start with a question word? like one of those.
It looks like a cow.
Oh,
Because if you were asking a question, you would say,
It looks-
does it look like a cow, right? So this is saying it looks like a cow. It's up to you if you want to say it looks like a cow or it looks like a cow. So however you put it, you have to,
can I say? Can I read it?
yes.
It looks like a cow.
Very good. I like your expression with that. The exclamation point is something you don't want to overuse. If you use it too much, it gets to where it's not as important anymore. So if you say, it looks like a cow, then you have expression.
It looks like a cow. It looks like a cow.
I like
looks
it,
like
girls.
a cow.
Okay, so do you remember, we're going to say our two diphthong sounds that we have learned are oi and ow. Good. And a
Ow,
diphthong is two vowels right next to each other, and they glide together. Good?
Yeah,
I like this.
They're skipping.
Ow.
They're skipping on the honeymoon.
Oi. I like that.
Skipping
Okay.
on the honeymoon.
Let's have these girls. You're going to get one of these. You can go ahead and close your marker.
Reading.
So, what does this look like when you take a look at it?
A book.
A book? Is it?
No, she
book?
means on the cover.
Well, no, I do. I mean, like, if you read that, it says Safari, and then what does that say?
Magazine.
So this is actually a magazine. So if you open that up, what's
This is
on
a
the very...
magazine?
Yeah, kind of.
It looks like a book a little bit.
So what's this? The front page in a magazine.
Content.
Yeah, what does the table of contents have in it?
It has where all the chapters are.
Yeah, all the different places you can go to find information, right? And it has the page numbers there. Yes, ma'am.
And also it shows where the books are.
Yes, we are actually going to be reading about the legend of Seashell Island. So if you can look at that and find, where do you see the legend of Seashell Island on this page?
Page 12.
Can you point to that, Miss Sierra? Awesome. Girls, you see where she found it? The legend of Seashell Island is the name of a story, and it's on page 12.
Number 12.
So let's go to page 12.
Found it.
Now, we're going to do what good readers do. The legend of Seashell Island.
Dun, dun,
Do
dun.
we think that this is going to be fiction or nonfiction? Remember, fiction is going to be where it's
Real.
no. Well, it can be realistic fiction, but it has characters, it has a setting, right? A problem. Nonfiction is giving us information and facts.
I think it's
So we're
nonfiction.
going. Well, let's take a look. We're going to look at this. I'm going to browse and look through and trying to see. I'm looking for people talking. I'm looking for the names of characters. Do you see?
Yes.
Do you see characters?
I see quotes.
I see quotes. I see characters. So are we thinking this is fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
It's fiction. Very good. So that helps us figure out what we're doing as we read. All right.
Or
So
realistic. Or maybe a little realistic.
let's think about that as we read. It very well could be.
Can I read the first?
You
page
are
when we
going to.
start?
Yes, you're going to get us started. I want everyone else to be following along.
Splash was a dolphin. He lived with the rest of his dolphin pod in the cool water of Seashell
Island is one of those. It looks like
It's a weird word.
it is. It's irregular for sure. That's a silent S, isn't it? So we know we have. Who's our character?
dolphin.
Splash.
Yeah, his name is Splash. Isn't that fun?
That's a cute name.
So do we have a setting?
Yeah, in the ocean. It looks
The
like-
waters of Seashell Island.
Good. Okay, so what I want us to do, each of you grab us a Post-it here. I want us to write you're going to put a C. I'm going to show you, because I'll get one. I probably should
Do
have
we
had
have
this.
to do it in cursive?
Nope. It's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to write like a C right here. Okay, and I know C stands for character. Oh, we need to use it. Girls, let me hear.
Whoops.
Yeah, we don't want to use those because it'll,
It will go.
it writes too fat for this. So who's our character?
Splash.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good word that you can sound out. Okay. We know our setting, that's where it's taking place, right? Is who? Or where?
Setting.
Off
Cool
of
water.
what? Seashell
Seashell.
Island, which makes sense because it says the legend of Seashell Island. Okay, so seashell. So it's helpful to pay attention to these things as we read. Turn that around so you can see. Good.
Island.
Right here.
Seashell Island. Island.
Isn't that supposed to be like that or something?
It's kind of the
Fonse.
way to do the I in a hurry, I guess. All right, Jasmine, go ahead and keep reading.
That pink.
Each morning, Splash and his family and friends hunt for fish. They lived in the reef around the island in the afternoon. When they had enjoyed enough to eat, they played in the water.
Good. Now, one thing I want to make sure that we do when we're reading is we really want to pay attention to words that have suffixes. Remember, letters or a letter or letters added to the end of a word. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this word right here.
Reef?
Reefs.
Because there's an S at the end, we've got to say reefs, right? What does that mean? Adding that S means what?
There's more than one.
More than one reef. So it's important, it changes the meaning. So we really want to make sure that we read that, okay? I like how fluently you read that, okay? So what did we learn about Splash?
That
Him and his
After
friends and his family went to hunt when they had enough to eat.
Yeah.
They would go back.
So they hunt for
would go
food and
play.
they play in the island. They play in the water. Love it. All right, let's have Miss Savannah. Why don't you read the first, let's do the first two paragraphs, okay?
These two.
Yep.
If a boat came by in the afternoon, they would play hide and seek with the people on the boat. Splash and his friends liked to hide and liked the hide and seek game best of all. They would jump up out of the water, and just as one of the people on the boat called out, "Dolphins!" Splash would and his friends would dive down deep and then come up on the other side of the boat. They had lots of fun tricking people this way.
Awesome. So what are they doing right there? They're talking about playing what?
Playing hide and seek.
Yeah. What did they like to do to the people on the boat?
Go under the boat and then go on the other side.
Yeah. So how would we describe Splash and his friends?
Playful.
Playful? What's another adjective? I like that. Silly.
They like to play a lot.
They like to play a lot.
Active.
Active, definitely. I like those. And I really enjoyed how you read dolphins like that. Okay, yeah, keep that. Go on to the next paragraph.
It was a very good life, but Splash longed for an adventure. One day he said to his friend Flip, "I want to swim to the other side of the island and see what's there.
Ooh, so we have a new character here, don't we? I'm gonna
Flip.
his friend, right? I'm gonna add him to my characters.
I like his name.
Flip. Yeah, I get a picture in my brain of what Flip looks like. Or
I bet
voice.
he looks
You know
just
why
like
I like
Splash.
him, right?
Does he like to do flips?
Yes.
Maybe like to do flips underwater.
I bet he
Maybe.
looks just like
Flip and Splash makes those names make a lot of sense for dolphins, right? Don't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bet they look the same.
Sierra, why don't you continue? I love how we're all following along.
That could be dangerous, said Flip. You should ask the wise one first. The wise one will tell you if it's safe to go.
I wonder who the wise one is.
Maybe a grandpa?
Maybe your grandpa? What
Chinese grandpa.
Maybe a wise dolphin.
A wise dolphin? Yeah.
Maybe the oldest dolphin.
Maybe the oldest dolphin. So
'Cause
sometimes
old
people that
people
are
are wise.
old people are wise. Would you agree with
They're
that?
wise.
I agree with that.
I don't know.
Old people are, I think, very wise. Because they have a lot of life to share, right?
Yep.
Let's keep going.
They know how life is. The wise one is too old, replied Splash. He wouldn't be able to swim around the island now, so he held.
Yeah, he will, basically.
He'll tell me not to go. He's even too old to play hide and seek.
So is Splash thinking that the wise one is wise? No, too old. What do you think about that?
Well, not
That's
wise
rude.
to kids because, like, kids are more playful and old people don't get around as much. I'm sorry.
So maybe you're thinking that was kind of rude. I would say, not what you said, but with what Splash said,
I
right?
bet Stephanie would say, "How rude!"
How rude.
Okay, let's go ahead. I want you to read, Sierra, we're going to be reading these 2 more spots right here.
Well, that at least tells your mother, said Flip. I'd rather tell the wise one that than my mother, said Splash. You know how she likes to fuss.
Now, does anyone have a connection here?
I do.
Tell
Like-
me.
Mom's like, if you do something, like you want to do something bad, and then I'm like, huh? What?
My grandma
There,
complains a lot.
I don't, what?
So what part were you connecting to
Like,
in the story?
when my mom, because, like, if you want to do something bad, you don't want to tell your mom.
Yeah, maybe it's something dangerous you probably are not wanting to tell. So he
But
said,
tell someone else that
I'd
you're
rather
not
tell
close
the wise
to.
one than my mom, right? Because moms do like to fuss. But you know what? Why do they like to fuss?
Because they
like
get
to keep you
worried.
safe.
They like to, yes, why do they get worried?
Because you'll probably get in danger, or when you go to the pool, you'll drown because you
They
don't know
want-
how to swim.
Yeah? Well, because do they want anything bad to happen to you?
No,
They love you. They want to protect you. Very good.
I'm so sad I need a
Okay,
pillow.
let's go ahead and have, Jasmine, why don't you read right here?
Wise one said, Splash, I know we have a good life here, but I want to have an adventure. I want to swim around the island. I want to see what's on the other side.
Good. I love how you went back and said what's, because what didn't make sense there.
What
So
on the other
does
side?
Splash, in order for a story to be a good one, we have to have some sort of problem, right? Some sort of conflict. So what's going on with Splash?
He doesn't want to tell his mom.
Doesn't want to tell his mom. What is he wanting to do?
He'll have an adventure.
He wants to have an adventure.
He wants to have an adventure on the other side of the island.
And he's trying to decide if he should go or not, right? So that's kind of what his problem is. Okay, so I'm going to put that, and I'm going to put a P right beside it, and I'm going to say S, and I'm saying that for Splash. because these are your own notes, and so you can abbreviate. Wants to have an adventure. Good. You know, it's so great, guys, is if you can retell the story by talking about the characters, setting the problem, then that means you understand the story, right? That you can retell it to somebody else.
I love stories that have adventures.
I do too.
I love books.
Like
Okay, let's have, you know what, this is kind of a longer paragraph. Let's have everybody, we're going to read this one together, and then because we have, okay? So everyone see where we are?
Mm-hmm.
I was like you once, sighed the wise one, as memories of his youth came flooding back. I wanted to swim to the other side of the island too, but the oldest one told me a story. He said that if ever a dolphin left the pond and went around to the other side of the island, the winds would blow up a big storm. The skies would open and the rain would pour down as though it would never stop. Oh no. What did we learn there? Seer, what did we learn there?
If you go on the other side, everything bad will happen.
Everything bad will happen. Oh my goodness, that's not good, is it?
he didn't say it was true.
That's true.
It could be a myth.
It could be a myth.
So no.
What is a
no
myth?
one could come over.
It's like something that like we can't explain that much. Like
It's like
they-
a story.
they make it into something like a fairy tale. Like they don't
So we don't know necessarily if it's
true
a true
facts, but
thing. Okay, so the wise one is kind of taking us back to when he was what?
Young.
Young.
Yeah.
We call that a flashback when we kind of learn about some of the characters when they were young. Okay, that's kind of
like
interesting.
how they do this in a story.
You know, I noticed down here where it talks about the storm, it uses the words big.
Twice, because
Yeah.
it's really big.
It's really big. Usually when I see a word that is repeated either in the same sentence or a bunch on the same page, the author's doing that for importance, to show emphasis. So if it says big storm, that's a big storm.
Sure.
Because you get a better picture in your brain. Big storm. A big storm. You're thinking.
Like whenever we have that
crazy.
storm,
In
in
my
The
mind,
hailstorm.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
I bet it's going to be
Really bad.
hailing like ice.
We are going to read a little bit more of our story. We might not be able to finish it all today, but we can finish it next week.
Seashell.
Okay? Ooh. Okay. Let's have you, Jasmine, right here, just read right here. And then, Savannah, you're going to...
Okay.
The wise one sighed again.
Yep.
Sighed again. Then the ocean would get too fierce.
Good. So fierce.
That it dries up all the shells from the seabed and hurl them all at the island.
Good. There are some tricky words in that paragraph. Let's look at, this H-U-R-L. Remember, if we see U-R, we're thinking turtle-er, right? So hurl, what does it mean to, well, that's one definition of hurl. The other one, if you hurl something, you're going to throw it. So, let's not talk about that definition. Okay, and then let's look at this word right here, too.
Seabed.
The one above it. Okay, so we haven't gotten to this DGE thing yet, but we're going to talk about it later. It says dredged. So DR, you're going to work through a word like this, and I notice that it has a suffix ed, right? So it happened in the past. Now, why did you think that it says instead of e? Because you're correct. Is it in an open or closed syllable? It's a closed syllable. Yeah. So, because there's only one vowel in there other than ed in their suffix. So it must be closed vowel, which means, or syllable, which means the e says eh. Dredge, and then dge says j. So dredged.
Dredged.
Okay. That means that if something's, the seashells are dredged,
Isn't
all
there
of it,
another definition of dredged?
all of the seashells have come ashore. So, I don't know. You think we should look?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look it up.
Just do dredge. Remember, we don't need to do the
Whoops. This is the one that's broken.
There's quite a few of them that are.
I wonder who keeps breaking them.
I think you're lost.
D-R-E.
Do it real fast. So, Jasmine, you want to try it?
D.
Or are you good?
I just want to read it.
I want to keep going. Remember, if it's
Whoops. I can't believe there are games on there.
What?
There are games on here.
I know.
So did you just type in dredge, not dredged? So I have.
Whoops.
Good. Right here. So D-R-E-D-G-E. D-R-E-D-G-E.
To dig.
Mm-hmm.
To gather.
To gather by, press it down arrow. To gather by what?
To gather by digging. To
Good.
gather by digging.
So that means when the shells are dredged up onto the island, they are,
Wrenched. They kind of sound the same.
it does sound similar. Okay.
Wait, there's an. Oh.
Whoa, there's two facts.
There's even more.
Yeah, it says that.
To uncover the hidden fact. That's what I thought it was.
To dredge up. Okay, let's
Okay,
keep
there's
going.
no more.
Okay, go ahead.
Too. But how do you know that it's true if you never gone to the other side of the island? Asked Splash.
Good. All right, keep going, Miss Savannah.
How do you know it's true? Repeated the wise one. How do I know it's?
How do I know it's true? Yeah.
I know it's true because I did listen to the oldest one.
Read that again. I
Didn't listen to the oldest one. I was young and stubborn, and I thought I knew better. What did you do? Asked Splash.
Interesting. So when the
Until
wise
it's
one was little, what happened?
He did it.
He did it. So he did not listen to the. So let's make a prediction. What do you think happened when he did not listen and he went to the other side of the island?
So predict what happened?
Yeah. What do you think happened?
The storm did happen because he wouldn't tell him that it didn't happen if he actually tried it and it did happen.
So it sounds like he has some experience with. I went over on the other side of the island and here's what happened. Good.
Is
Okay.
that the wise one when he was young?
Let's have.
Possibly. Do you want me to read this one?
No, I'm gonna have Sierra read these parts right here. Thank you.
One day after I caught my fish in the morning, I set off for the other side of the island. I swam all the way along
the reef, and around the headland to the other side of the island. "Wow," said Splash. That was brave. What happened next?" "Well, it was just like the oldest one had said," replied the wise one. "The wind blew up a big storm, and skies opened up. The rain came pouring down. Then the ocean got really fierce and dragged up all the seashells from the seabed and hurled them at the Iceland."
At the what?
Island.
Good, silent S. So, was our prediction correct? Yeah, that the wise one, when he was younger, went and did it, and we had a big storm. How do you think Splash is going to take the news?
Seriously, I'm guessing.
Do you think he?
Kind of playfully.
Do you think he's going to believe the wise one?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
We don't know.
Maybe not.
It's so you. Why don't you think he's going to listen?
Because he wants to see for himself. Playful.
He wants to see for himself.
He's
I like that.
he
Come back to you.
yes.
Okay.
Because he needs to know if it's true. He might be making it up.
So he wants to know for himself.
He's curious.
Curious. I like that word. It's a good describing word about Splash. Okay, what I would love for you to do is put your Post-it note right here,
Aww.
because we're gonna get to find out. Put it on the top of your book. Yeah, as your bookmark. Oh, hold on. Put it right here somewhere. Awesome, and we'll find this out next time.
Yay.
Great
And when I looked
job.
up wise,